Hi there, so nice easy win tonight in the Europa League, 3-0, your thoughts on the game?
It was a very good, controlled win today. It was very expected, let's be real. It's Bodo, Glimt, you know, they're not going to come here, play amazing football. Especially in that first half, I felt we played really well. We maybe should have had more than two, but at the end of the day, you know, we got the 2 goals coming into the second half. I felt at the start we were very flat in that second half. I felt like they had a few chances where if they managed to nick a goal, it could have gone either way. Arteta then makes a lot of changes. He brought in a lot of key first team players. I think that's just to keep their sharpness up, especially for the weekend. So, you know, the likes of Jesus came on, got a run in. And then we go get the third, and that kind of just kills the game off at the end of the day. I got to say, one sub that was very surprising to me was Reece coming on. I felt like I haven't seen him in an Arsenal shirt for ages now, you know. And I thought he'd done really well coming on. And there's already memes online about him being better than Sancho, so that's already cracking me up as well. But no, it was very comprehensive, very controlled win today in all aspects of the pitch from every player.
Yeah, and Vieira came into the team. We've not seen much of him because of his injury, but whatever we've seen of him, he's been really good. And again today, a goal and an assist.
Yeah, he's doing really well, to be honest with you. You know, we saw what he can do against Brentford, especially that banging goal. I think these competitions, like Europa League and Cup competitions, it's going to be his opportunity to shine. And he did today. You know, he got the assist, beautiful cross as well. You know, amazing, and the goal as well. What a run by Jesus, by the way. Jesus Christ! I mean, he took on like 2 players and the keeper before laying it off to Vieira. But you know, he's doing really well. I think in situations where, in case Odegaard gets injured, he can step up to that position, and he's showing it. You know, he can do it if needs be. You know, it's amazing.
Okay, and Eddie Nketiah took his goal really well. Quick reactions. It was a good performance.
Amazing. Again, you know, with Eddie, it's sort of like I feel like he can be that player. You know, he can be that player that steps up, but in the second half, he had a massive chance where he came one-on-one with the keeper and blazed it over the bar. And I think everyone, including myself, were saying, you know, he needs to bury them. He just needs to bury those chances because it was an easy one-on-one with the keeper. He could have literally just laid it off top corner, but he blazed it over the bar. He could have maybe had more than one. Should have had more than one, in my opinion. But again, it's a great performance for him. You know, he stayed on. You know, Jesus obviously came on. I thought Jesus was going to replace him, but he went onto the wing and Eddie carried on playing. There were a few times where I felt he could have maybe put a bit more pressure on the keeper, because Bodo Glimt were sort of playing, you know, around the back quite a lot, and we could have capitalised on that. But listen, 3-0 at the end of the day, great performance by Eddie.
Yeah, and Rob Holding took his goal really well. Solid performance in the defence.
Yeah, it was very good. Like I'm saying, these players, they need to step up in these competitions as well, because I'm not expecting us to put out our first team of Saliba and Jesus every single Europa League game. We need to give, you know, the likes of Eddie, the likes of Holding a run, and they showed today that they can do. I mean, they mean business, you know. That beautiful goal by Holding, beautiful goal by Eddie, you know, it's expected from these players. If they want to keep playing at this club, they're going to have to keep pulling out performances like that.
Yeah, and who would you give your man of match to?
It's a hard one, man. After a win like that, it's sort of like you can give it to anyone. I'll give it to Eddie, you know. He took his goal. It was really good. For me, it's either Eddie or Vieira, you know, now that I'm thinking about it, because Vieira goal and assist, you know, you can't really say that, you can't really complain about that, but I don't know, Eddie is he's one of those players where when he does come on, he puts in the shift and it's visible, you know, his presence is felt around the pitch, so.
Okay, and now next up, big test on Sunday against Liverpool in the Premier League. We're playing so well, great start to the season for us. Your thoughts on that one?
Listen, this is I would say our first big test in the league, yeah. I don't care about Tottenham, that was easy, you know, that we wiped the floor with them, but Liverpool, it's a different prospect, you know. I know they're riding this wave of sort of a win here, a draw here and a loss, but at the end of the day, we mustn't get carried away. It's still Liverpool, you know, they've still got class on the pitch, like Salah and everyone like that. It's going to be a hard game. I am confident we can win, but I'm not overly like ahead of myself, like yeah, we're gonna batter them. They just drew to Brighton. Liverpool, you know, they just played in the Champions League, they had to put out a whole first team, so we'll see how their fitness is. We were lucky enough to, you know, be able to give our first team, you know, 45 minutes, let's just say. But it's still going to be a hard game, you know. I'm confident we can win. But I've watched Arsenal long enough to know that it depends what Arsenal turns up, you know. That's all that I'm going to say.
Yeah, we really struggled to score against them last season. 4 games, didn't get any goals in any of them.
It's been a while since we've beaten Liverpool, that's the main thing. It's been a while. Even in cup competitions, you remember the Carabao Cup, I think it was the 5-5. And they had a whole B team and we still lost on pens, you know. So like I'm saying, it depends what Arsenal turn up. I feel like if we put in a shift like we did against Spurs, where we're on top dominating, we can win. We've proven it before, we can win.
Correct score prediction?
Oh, you can't make me do this, man.
Come
You
on.
can't make me do that, honestly.
Come on.
Listen, last time I said we're going to beat United 3-1 and they went the opposite way, innit? Listen, I'll go 2-1. I don't think we're going to hammer them. I'll say 2-1, but it's going to be difficult.